Nanhua Non-Weighted Assessment 2, 2023, paper 2. So for paper 2, the use of an approved calculator is allowed. Let's look at question 1. The table shows the results of 4 runners in a 4 by 100 meter relay. Find the average time taken by the runners. Okay, so to find the average time, we have to find the total time first. Okay, so let's add them up to find the total time. 10, 15, 13, and 12. That will give us a total of 50. So the average will be 50 divided by 4, which is 12.5. So answer 12.5 seconds. Question 2. The ratio of the number of apples to the number of pears at a fruit stall was 9 to 4. Seller sold 2/3 of the apples and 3/4 of the pears. What was the ratio of the apples left to the number of pears left? Okay, so let's do before, change, after. Starting with apples to pears at first, 9 to 4. Now there is a change for apples. Apples 2/3 was sold, so we minus 2/3. Okay, 2/3 is a proportion. So whenever you have proportion transfer, we'll have to do this. You start off with 3 units. You're taking away 2/3. So you're taking away 2 units. Then you are left with 1 unit. So for the pears, we are taking away 3/4. So based on this fraction here, first we start off with 4 units, take away 3 units. And you're left with 1 unit. Okay, so with all these ratios, right, you need to find common base. What is the common base? This is the ratio at first. So when I look at apples, I'll compare it to at first. These two are supposed to be the same thing, so that's your common base. Make it the same. So 9 to 6 to 3. Because you multiply by 3. Then for the pears, right? Pears at first 4 units. Okay, they are the same already. So this 9 is the same. This 4 here is the same here. So what is the ratio of apples to pears left? A in the end 3 units. P in the end is 1 unit. So answer 3 to 1. Question 3. Table below shows the parking charges at ABC car park. So Mr. Tan parked his car for 9 hours at this car park. How much did he pay? So for the first hour, he's going to pay $1.80. And then every additional half an hour is 60 cents. So if you have 9 hours, first we take 9 hours. We want to split it 1 hour, first hour. So we take away first hour first. And you're left with 8 hours. The remaining 8 hours will be paid using this rate. 60 cents for every half an hour. So how many half an hours are there in 8 hours? So 8 hours divided by half an hour. So 8 divided by half, that will give us 16. Okay, not 4, but 16. 8 divided by half is 16. So there's 16 times of 60 cents. Which is $9.60. Then we add the $1.80 for the first hour. Okay, so that will give us the total charges. So $11.40. Question 4. Ms. Tan started a fixed deposit account with $30,000 in the bank. The interest rate is 4% per year. How much would she have at the end of year 1? Okay, so when she asks, when they say that she started off with 30,000, that is the original, right? So that is the 100%. So interest rate 4% per year. So at the end of 1 year, she will definitely get a 4% interest. But they ask how much would she have in her account. So what's in her account should also include the 100%. So what she's getting is not just what she has in her account is not just 4%, but 104%. So find 1% first. Then divide by 100, which is 300. Then we find what is 104%. 300 times 104. This will give us 31200. Question 5, Cheryl spilled some ink on her mathematics quizzes result slips as shown below. What is the difference between her score for percentage quiz and her ratio quiz? Okay, so what we have here is the total for all 4 quizzes. So let's take away the fractions and circles first and see how much is left. So 318 minus 88 and 75. This will give us 155. Now, as you can see, for percentage quiz, it's 60 something. For ratio quiz is something in a 2 in the ones place. So 60 something plus something with a 2 gives us 155. Let's take away what we know first, okay? Which is 6 in the tens place, that's a 60. Then 2 in the ones place, that's a 2. So 155 minus 60 and 2, which is 93. Okay, so 93 can be split into 2 parts. I need a digit in the tens place and I need a digit in the ones place. It has to be a single digit in each place. So 93, you have a 9, you have a 3, right? So this one is in the tens place. This is in the ones place. I'm going to put it in accordingly. Okay, so the 60 something, which is your percentage quiz, will be what? 63, because you're missing the ones place. Ones place is a 3. Ratio will be something 2, so the tens place is a 9. So what is the difference? 92 minus 63. Answer is 29. The difference between her percentage quiz and ratio quiz is 29. Question number 6. In the figure below, ABCD is a rhombus. Find CAE. So whenever they say rhombus, right, you need to think of 2 things. 1, all the sides are the same. 2, there are 2 pairs of parallel lines. Okay, so these information can be very useful. CAE. Okay, this is what we want to find. First, let's find out. If I want to find this angle, I look at this triangle here. I need 2 things. I need this angle here and also this angle here. Right? So how do I find this angle here? Is a rhombus, so opposite angles are the same. This is 78. So remember rhombus equal sides. So you have isosceles triangle. So I'll take 180 minus 78, divide by 2 to find this angle ACE. (180 minus 78), then we divide by 2. 51 degrees. Okay, next let's find out what's this here. Angle AEC. (180 minus 69), which is 111 degrees. Then finally, what we want is CAE. So 180 degrees minus 51 degrees minus 111 degrees. 18 degrees. Okay, that's 18 degrees up there, here. So answer 18 degrees. Question 7, container A measuring 45 by 22 by 28 cm was 4/7 filled with water. So as indicated here, the water was then poured into another empty container, container B, until it was filled to the brim. What was the volume of water left in container A? Give your answer in liters. Okay, so we know that not all the water can fit into this empty container here. Some of it will be left over. So what we want to do is find the volume of this, find the volume of this, and compare. Okay, so the volume of water, it's 4/7 filled, so length times breadth times height, and then times 4/7. So volume of water will be 45 times 22 times 28, then times 4/7 straight away. 15840. Then next, the volume of B will be 42 times 11 times 20, which is 9240. Okay, so we have the water, we have this container, and if you compare, V is definitely less than the water. So some water will still be left. So we take the water minus B. This will give us 6,600. This is in cubic cm or ml. So you want to convert this to liters because the question asks for liters. So 6.6 liters. Question 8. In the figure below, ABCD is a trapezium where AB is parallel to CD. Okay, trapezium. One pair of parallel lines, make sure you label them. AB and CD are parallel. Then you have an isosceles triangle, CDE. CDE, where DE is equal to DC. Okay, so let's label. BEF is an equilateral triangle. Okay, we have equal sides as well, equal angle, 60, 60, 60. Find ABF, this angle marked here. So take note, this is not a parallelogram, okay? It's a trapezium. So first, let's look at this isosceles triangle. I know that these two angles are the same. So I'll take 180 minus 38 divided by 2. Why do I want to find these angles? Because I have parallel lines here, right? So this angle here is actually the same as this angle here. So that is part of what I want to find for ABF, right? And over here, this is 60 because equilateral. So I just need to find this part here, which is the same as this. This is your corresponding angles. Okay, let's find this. DCE. (180 minus 38) then divide by 2. This will give us 71 degrees. So if this is 71 degrees, then this is also 71 degrees. So angle ABF is actually 71 degrees plus 60. 131. Okay, 71 plus 60. 131 over here. That is what we want to find. Question 9. The figure shows 3 semicircles, 2 small ones and a big one, and a circle. Given that AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to DE equals to 5 cm, find the perimeter of the shaded part. Okay, so each of these are 5 cm. How do we find the area of the shaded part? The area of the shaded part is actually perimeter of the shaded part. Okay, so what makes up the perimeter of the shaded part? Now, when it comes to perimeter, right, common error is that students will take something, find the perimeter of something, and then minus off the perimeter of something else. But no, perimeter means you are supposed to add up all the sides. Okay, so let's see what are the sides we need to add up. So first, in terms of the smaller circle or semicircle, this is what we have. The arc of a quadrant, the arc of a quadrant, the arc of a quadrant, and the arc of another quadrant. 4 quadrants make a circle. So those highlighted in green, right? This can give us the circumference of one circle. What is the radius though? The radius is 5. So what is the diameter? Because pi times diameter will give us the circumference. So the diameter of the small circle is pi. We want to leave the answer in terms of pi, so let's use pi. Pi times the diameter, which is 10. Oh, sorry. I'm finding diameter first. 5 times 2 equals to 10. So circumference of small circle, 5 times 10, which is basically 10 pi. Then the other thing I need to find is this here. The arc of a quadrant, but the bigger quadrant. So the bigger quadrant has a radius of 10, right? So the diameter will be 20. So the diameter of the bigger circle is 10 times 2. Now, what is the arc of quadrant? So quadrant arc. Quadrant arc, we have to take a quarter times pi times diameter. A quarter times 20 is 5, so 5 pi. Okay, then just add them up. 10 pi and 5 pi. Answer 15 pi. Question 10, a rectangular tank contains some water at first. A tap was then turned on to fill the tank completely with water. It was only turned off at the end of 90 minutes. So the graph here shows the amount of water in the tank at the end of 90 minutes. How much water flowed from the tap into the tank in 1 minute? So as you can see, the volume is actually increasing for this point. After that, beyond that, it just goes stagnant, although the tap was still turned on. Okay, what we can see is that actually by this time, the tank is already completely filled with water. Anything more, you can't increase it because the water will just overflow. Okay, so pick a point. So let's say I say 10 minutes, 10 minutes, right? What is the increase in the volume? The increase is not 80, but 80 minus 40. We need to compare. It didn't start 0, it started 40. So the additional amount of water is actually 40. So for the first 10 minutes, it's 80 minus 40. So 40 liters. Every minute, 1 minute, so you take 40 divided by 10. So answer for, how much water? So 4 liters. 4 liters of water flowed in 1 minute. B, how many liters of water overflowed from the tank at the end of 90 minutes? So at which point it started filling up full? At the point where the time is 50 minutes, right? So from 50 all the way to 90, that is 40 minutes. So if the tap was turned on for 40 minutes, how much water actually like overflow? So we take 40 minutes times 4 liters. Okay, so 160 liters is the amount that has been overflowing from the tank. Question 11. The figure below is made up of 2 quarter circles, so a big one, and then a small one here, and a rectangle ABCD. You have 6 cm, 2 cm, what is the area of the shaded part? Okay, so to find the shaded part, I will take the big quadrant, right? Minus off the unshaded part inside. So I'm ignoring this unshaded part outside. So big quadrant minus unshaded part inside. Now, how do I find this unshaded part? I'm going to split it like that. I'll call this X, and I call this part here Y. So the shaded is actually the big quadrant minus X minus Y. Let's find X and Y. X is a rectangle. Now, take note of this part here, right? This part here is actually a square. Because the radius is 2, then the radius of this quadrant here is also 2. So this gives you a square. So what is the length of this part here? So 6 minus 2 equals to 4. So this part here is 4. So the area of X is 4 times 2, which is 8. So I have found X. Now let's find area of Y. To find area of Y, I will take the square minus quadrant. Okay? So remember, ignore this one on the outside. It doesn't matter. You should be taking away the whole quadrant, because I only want this part here. So let's find the square. Okay, I'm finding Y. Let's find on this side. So 2 times 2 is the square. Then the quadrant. Okay, so small quadrant. Pi, no, 1/4 times pi. What is pi? Pi is 3.14. Times radius times radius. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 1/4 is 1. So the small quadrant is 3.14. Now let's find the area of Y. Basically, it's a square minus the small quadrant. 0.86. So big quadrant minus X minus Y. Big quadrant. Let's find area of big quadrant. 1/4 times pi, which is 3.14, times the radius. Radius is 6. And times 6. $28.26. So the big quadrant minus X minus Y. 19.4 is the shaded part. Remember to write the units, 19.4 square cm. Question 12, in country X, the height of 6 10-cent coins is the same as that of 5 20-cent coins, as shown here. Diagram 2 shows an unknown number of such 10-cent coins and stacked to the same height as another stack of 20-cent coins. So if the value of the two stacks of coins is $8, find the number of 10-cent coins used in diagram 2. Now, first, do not take $8 divided by 2. Because yes, although there are two stacks, but they have different values. Okay, do not do that. Huh? So what should we be doing instead? If the quantity, okay, the quantity is not the same, but the height of the stacks are the same. So in order for the height of the stacks to be the same, we look at this diagram 1. Every 6 of this is the same height as 5 of this, right? So I'm going to do grouping. Every 6 10-cent coin is the same as every 5 20-cent coins. I'm grouping them up because this is what I need for the height to be the same. Equal heights. This is worth 60 cents. And this is worth $1. Okay, there are many groups. I don't know how many are there, as shown in diagram 2. So there are a few times of this. I know the total value is $8. So every one group, what is the value? $1 plus 60 cents. 160. How many groups are there such that it can give me $8? So number of groups, I take $8, I divide by 160. So there are 5 groups. There are actually 5 groups of this. How many 10-cent coins are there? 5 groups of this. Every group there are 6 10-cent coins. So 5 times of that. Okay, 5 groups of 6 10-cent coins means that there are 30 of them. Find the value of all the 20-cent coins used. Okay, so in every group, the 20 cents, this time we're not looking for how many coins, but we're looking for the value. So in every group is worth $1. And I know that there are 5 groups. So 5 times $1 is what I need. This is the answer. Question 13. Rectangular piece of paper has been folded from 2 lower corners as shown. So the 2 corners meet at P. Okay, so what I would do first is to draw out what it looks like so that it's easier to visualize. Okay, the diagram not very accurate. But anyway, it's a rectangular piece of paper. Make sure you start off with a rectangle. So right angles here, which means that this angle here is also right angle. Okay, because when you fold it up, technically this angle here is over here, this angle is over here. So 290 degrees. Find RPQ. RPQ, okay, this angle here. Then this is 360, 360 minus 90, minus 90, minus 109. Which is 71. Okay, this is 71. Part B, find PRQ. Okay, to find PRQ, the only thing you're missing in this triangle is PQR. How do you find PQR? To find PQR, this is 180 minus of this and this. They are actually the same. Like this here and here, right? They're actually the same because it unfolds to this part here. So to find this, 180 minus 90 minus 26. That's your PQN. $64. So this angle here is 180 minus 2 times of 64. That is PQR. 52. Okay, so this is 52. And lastly, let's find PRQ now. So 180 minus 52 and 71 minus these two angles. Okay, then you get PQR. So 57 degrees. Question 14. Mrs. Goh had some money. She used $53 to pay for 4 identical large potted plants and 7 identical small potted plants. So if she bought another large potted plant, she would be short of 350. But if she were to buy another small one, right, she would have 150 left. So firstly, what is the difference in price between the large and the small potted plant? Okay, so this is shortage and surplus. First, she already used $53. Then she had some money left, and they were saying that, you know, if she buy large, she would be short of how much? If she buy a small one, she would have 150 left. Okay, so first, let's draw. This is to represent what she has at first. Okay, so then she actually spent $53 already. So the top one represents the first scenario. Second one represents second scenario. It doesn't mean that that's half. No. It's just what she had at first in both scenarios. Okay, so do not double it. We're just comparing what happened in each scenario. So imagine this is the amount of money left. In the first scenario, if she were to buy another large one, she would be short of 350. This is her money. 350, is it part of her money? Yes, because she's short of, it is not part of her money because she's short of 350, which means that you need to add on. It is not part of her original money. You have to add on 350. So I'm going to use dotted lines. Add on 350. This is what she needs if she wants to buy one more large. Then second scenario, she would have 150 left. 150 is part of what she has, right? It's part of her money. So this time I will cut out from her money and then mark out the 150. That is not what she needs. This 150 is not what she needs. If she were to get another small potted plant. So this is for one small. So, okay, what's the difference between one large and one small? It's actually over here. Okay, so just add 150 plus 350. Difference is $5. Part B, find the price of one large potted plant. So at this point, right, you're supposed to use the $53. $53 is used to buy 4 large, 7 small. So imagine every small is 1 unit. Every large is $5 more. So 1U plus 5. To make up $53, I have 4 large, 7 small. So 7 small is 7 units. 4 large, we will times 4. So 4U plus 20. Okay, times 4. Put them together, add them up. So 7U plus 4U plus 20 gives us a total of 53. It's given in the question. $53 is all of that. So I add all of that, I get 53. 7 and 4, so 11 units plus 20 equals to 53. What is 11 units? 11 units is 53 minus 20 equals to 33. Then find 1 unit. 33 divided by 11, which is 3. What's the question? Find the price of 1 large potted plant. 1 unit is the price of 1 small. 1 large is 1 unit plus 5. So I'll take 3 plus 5. 8. So answer is $8. Question 15. Mei Ling gave 5/7 of her stamps and additional 4 to her brother. She then gave half of the remaining stamps and additional 5 to her cousin. She was left with 38 stamps. How many stamps did she give her brother? Okay, so for this question, we draw a model. First, Mei Ling gave 5/7. Let's draw 7 units. A 5/7. So 7 units plus additional 4. So you have to cut out a little bit. That's a 4. That's to the brother. Now for the remainder, she then gave half of it. Okay, half of it plus another 5. 5 here to her cousin. Whatever that is left is 38. So can you see that 5 and 38 actually gives you 1 unit of the second model? So you take 38 plus 5 equals to 43. Now 43 you need to times 2. Which is 86. Now 86 is the remainder. Then, okay, let's move on to the first model. If this is 86, then what should we do with 86? Add 4, which is 90. 90 is actually 2 units. So find 1 unit, 90 divided by 2, which is 45. How many did she give to her brother? We're not finding the total of what she gave to the brother. The brother received 5 units plus 4. So 5U, 45 times 5, which is 225. Then add 4. Okay, add 4 here. Answer 229. Question 16. 40 workers donated money to charity. 60% of them were male workers. Each male worker donated $20 and each female worker donated $4 more than each male worker. How much money did the female workers donate altogether? Okay, so first, the number of males, how many of them are there? There's 60% of them, right? So let's find number of male workers first. 60% is 60 over 100 times 40 workers. So this will give us 24. Then the number of female workers is 40 minus 24, which is 16. So the number of female workers is 16, and the number of the amount of money that each female worker donated was actually $4 more than 20, so 20 plus 4. How much did the female workers donate altogether? There are 16 female workers, each of them donated 24, so I'll take 16 times 24. $384. On the average, how much did each worker donate? Okay, so to find the average that each worker donate, you need to find how much did everyone donate, divide by 40. So the female workers donated 384. Okay, that's done. Now let's find how much did all the male workers donated. There are 24 male workers. Each male worker donated $20. So donated by males, by the male workers, $20 times 16, no, 24. Yeah, there are 24 of them, 20 each. $20 each. 480. So the total amount donated by both males and females will be 480 plus the females one will be 384. $864 average. So we take this, divide by the total number of workers, which is 40, according to the question. Answer $21.60. Question 17. Graph below shows the number of people at a book fair from Monday to Friday. So for part A, the average number of people who visited the book fair from Monday to Friday was 174. How many people were there on Thursday? So Thursday is an empty bar here. There's supposed to be a bar, but we need to find out how many people are there. So the total for the 5 days will be 174 times 5, since 174 is the average. Okay, 174 times 5, 870. What we need to do is minus off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So for Monday, each interval is 10. So this is 130. Tuesday, 200. Wednesday, 180. Friday, 160. Now we add them up first. This is 670. So to find Thursday, take the total minus the rest. You get 200. So answer 200. B, the average number of people who visited the book fair on Saturday and Sunday was 206. 20 more people visited on Saturday than on Sunday. What was the percentage increase in the number of visitors from Friday to Saturday? Okay, so we have the average. Let's find the total. For Saturday and Sunday, average 206 for 2 days, so times 2 to find a total, 412. Now, Saturday versus Sunday, there is a difference of 20 more for Saturday. And this total here is 412. So what we do is 412 minus 20, 392. Then we divide by 2 units, right? That will give us Sunday. So 392 divided by 2. $196. So for Saturday, is 196 plus 20, 216. We're comparing percentage increase from Friday to Saturday. I've got Saturday, I've got Friday. Firstly, percentage increase means increase over original times 100%. So I need to find the increase first. Increase from 160 to 216. So 216 minus 160 is 56. So the increase over original, what is the original? We're comparing against Friday, right? That's the original number. So 160 times 100%. Key into your calculator, you should get 35%. Okay, so answer is 35%. Okay, so with that is the end of this is Nanhua non-weighted assessment 2, 2023, paper 2 for P6.